The reason I'm saying this is we don't have absolute cowards like little Joe Rogan telling us what to do up here. Little Joe, he came in, he said he wants to endorse RFK Jr. Can you believe this? I knew you were butthurt because I didn't endorse you as president, but I do want to endorse someone tonight. I wasn't endorsing the RFK. I'm going to endorse this next gentleman.
So, Joe Rogan, the stool-humping enthusiast, recently semi-endorsed RFK Jr., and that got under Trump's skin. Let's check out the video.
They gaslight you, they manipulate you, they promote narratives, and the only one who's not doing that is Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
You a fan?
Yeah, I am a fan. Yeah, he's the only one that makes sense to me. He's the only one that he doesn't attack people. He attacks actions and ideas, but he's much more reasonable and intelligent.
Apparently, Donald Trump was listening to this, and that led him to post this on Truth Social. Quote, "It will be interesting to see how loudly Joe Rogan gets booed the next time he enters the UFC ring." Hold on, does Donald Trump really think that Joe Rogan is going to get booed at the UFC? For anyone who doesn't know, Joe Rogan has been with the UFC since its infancy. He is personal friends with Dana White, who was the owner of UFC, and he literally has a show where he invites UFC fighters and interviews them. This just goes to show how ludicrous Trump's pettiness is. This man really thinks that he has the power to make people boo Joe Rogan at a UFC event just through posting on Twitter. Absolutely amazing. And after all that, Joe Rogan posted this on Twitter. Quote, "For the record, this isn't an endorsement. This is me saying that I like RFK as a person, and I really appreciate the way he discusses things with civility and intelligence." So pretty much, Joe Rogan is trying to be the bigger man here. And now, Joe Rogan is going around making fun of Trump with his comedian friends.
The reason I'm saying this is we don't have absolute cowards like little Joe Rogan telling us what to do up here. Little Joe, he came in, he said he wants to endorse RFK Jr. Can you believe this? Joe Rogan is an absolute joke and a complete pussy, and if I ever saw him, I would whoop his bitch ass. What a coward. Joe Rogan, complete coward, and it's, frankly, he's an embarrassment to this country. He used to be such a powerful guy. This man is Joe Rogan. What a true patriot, great man. I would never say anything negative about this man. What a guy. What a guy. Everybody agrees this is one of the best guys we talk about. We say Austin, Texas is great. Joe Rogan is great. Frankly, Joe Rogan is the best, and everyone knows it, and I love RFK. Who doesn't love RFK? He's a great guy. I knew you were butthurt because I didn't endorse you as president, but I do want to endorse someone tonight. I wasn't endorsing the RFK. I'm going to endorse this next gentleman. One of the greatest people that's ever lived. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Diaz.
The timing could not have been worse for Trump, because at this moment in the campaign, clearly and objectively, he's losing in the polls to Kamala. And yet, he wants to pick fights with a podcaster.
Crazy is this stat right here. Okay. Harris has raised $310 million in July, and she hasn't even been the candidate for the entire month. And Trump has raised, if you see that little short, kind of reminds me of what Stormy Daniels said when she described his penis, that little red kind of mushroomy looking thing.
The mushroom bar graph?
That's how much money Trump has raised. And then that's how much money Kamala Harris has raised. The crowd size, plus that, plus a victory for the American people, for for our country and bringing these hostages home. And he's sitting over there, butthurt and sad. But here's what cracks me up. If you are working on the Trump campaign, you have to have conversations that are completely insane. Like, hey, how are we going to respond to all of these rumors on the internet about JD Vance screwing a couch?
Honestly, at this point, no one knows what Trump is doing. His campaign is in free fall, and him and his sidekick are going around picking fights and spreading dumb conspiracy theories.
Has anyone noticed that Kamala cheated at the airport? There was nobody at the plane, and she AI'd it and showed a massive crowd of so-called followers. But they don't exist. They didn't exist. She was turned in by a maintenance worker at the airport when he noticed the fake crowd picture, but there was nobody there. Later confirmed by the reflection of the mirror-like finish on the vice presidential plane. She's a cheater. She had nobody waiting, and the crowd looked like 10,000 people. Same thing is happening with her fake crowds at her speeches. This is the way the Democrats win elections, by cheating. And they're even worse at the ballot box. She should be disqualified because the creation of a fake image is election interference. Anyone who does that will cheat at anything. Those are Trump's words. He posted them. Now, if a friend of yours or someone in your family posted that on social media,
Honestly, it's going to get a lot more worse for Trump in the next 90 days. And that was the video. Thank you for watching. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so please like and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video.